Alright, so like I said, the rifle came with one magazine and it has a plastic floor plate, so that's how you can tell it's the one that came with the gun. So, pick up the gun, put the magazine in, and it locks easily. Now, PA gun guy with his says he has to wrap them, give them a smack to get them to lock like that. You heard the click, the lock. And even with other surplus mags and the mag that came with the gun. Well, with this gun, it does not do that. And it's in there pretty solid. There's not much movement in here. Okay? And that's what he does. He whacks them. He called the company and they said the reason that they make it tight is because if the magazine fits loosely in the firearm, it'll cause feeding problems and malfunctions. So they make these deliberately on the tight side, okay, and that's why he's smacking his. I kind of don't like that idea, but that's the conclusion, that's the explanation he got from the company and that, and he's satisfied with it, and he shows you in the video, he just gives him a whack and goes to town. So I'm in the shop, I'm getting this gun, and the guy goes, "Hey, I got a whole bunch of CETME magazine." He goes, "Would you like some extra magazines to go with your rifle?" And I said, yeah. I said, "How much you want for them?" He sold these to me extremely reasonable in the fact I was there and just walked out of the store with him after paying cash. Okay, I don't think I can get these magazines any cheaper anywhere else. Because generally, if you ordered a stack like this, you're going to pay $15 to $16 in shipping. Okay, from whoever, irregardless of the price. So I made out. So there's a 5-rounder, which is kind of strange, and 4 20-round mags from, and some of them look new, some have some wear on them. So I said, "Great, man, now I got all these CETME mags to go with my CETME gun. Let me go and try to put one in." And no matter what, and I mean, you can pound on this, you can beat this. This thing, it's not locking, it's not going in. All 4 of them, okay? And actually they're fairly tight. None of these will lock, okay? Now, if I take these and put these in a Century arm gun, a rifle, they snap right in there and lock. So it's nothing to panic about. And there is no tap, there is no whacking these. Now this 5-rounder, which has a little bit different thing on the side, this thing snaps right in. Nice as can be. Alright, so, and it's not like the military ones. So I'm wondering, why is this? And when I was looking at the magazine that came with the rifle, if you look up at the edge right where my finger is, that top edge, where that plate, your plate would snap in there, it looks like this top edge has been machined a little. And you know what? We'll check that with some calipers. Alright, so this was kind of a suspicion of mine. This is the magazine here supplied with the firearm. And when I measure this, like I said, this area, this is where that panel locks in, is in here. But when I measure this, okay, it's 200 and roughly 85 thousandths. The distance from where that magazine latch is to the top of this. And this one, when I measure it, it's 315 thousandths. So 15, 25. $30,000ths difference. Okay. Now the problem can be solved. How much of an angle? It's at an angle. You may be able to file this, put it in a vise and just file this edge, or I would have to go like this has been done. You can actually see where there's a little indentation here, where this was machined with some sort of a little end mill. They just come and do a quick little pass and trim that 30 thou off of there, and then all these magazines will probably fit perfectly into this gun. But here's the thing. These magazines lock into the Century rifle, the HK clone there. These things lock in there perfect. Okay, that gun could probably use these as is without no modification. And also, like when I showed you in the video, the mag rattled a little. That HK mag fits right into this thing, perfect, solid, lockup. So that's one negative, that's what it is, no big deal. I may modify, I got them so cheap, and then just tell the person, hey, these guns have been modified to fit in this rifle, they stay with the rifle. If you try to put them in something else, they might not work. I don't like doing that, but for what I paid for them, it's no big deal, and I can keep original CETME mags with the rifle. Very slight modification. I may go into that later or not, but that's something for another video. Alright, let's move on to the next thing.